Trying to play around with this thing. Tag. Yes. Uh-oh, let me go out because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. I am trying to do a quick live. It's Saturday. It's our evening edition of It's Sharing Saturday. Trying to get my camera set. It keeps trying to fall or something. It doesn't want to stay. There we go. Or something. There we go. It's Sharing Saturday, and you know what we do here at the foundation? It's getting late. It's late. It's late. I've had an extremely long week. Can't wait till tomorrow. It's first day of the week. Get things together for the new week. We definitely have a lot going on. We are currently 63 days away from our annual Childhood Cancer 5K, which we have each and every year in July. This year's date is July the 24th. Event is always at the same location, Bill Fredericks Park. If you are on our email listing, or we have an email for you, should I say, we don't have an email listing because we only send out when it's time, to give updates on what's going on. Typically, it's only once a month that we send emails out. We try to send emails out once a month. So anywho, if we have an email for you, then you should have received our annual Childhood Cancer 5K update, as well as the actual registration link, as well as all the different ways that you can register for the event. So those went out this week. We did email sponsor packets out to sponsors, as well as we mailed. And then when Monday comes, we will be calling and contacting past participants who have supported us and been out to the actual event itself or have donated to our cause. So if we have a phone number contact, or you've ever registered for the event, you know how it goes. Typically by now we would have already started calling, but with COVID and everything going on, we have been a little behind in everything, trying to be sensitive to things that are going on, as well as it's just been very congested from 2020 and now even 2021. So it's our Saturday, It's Sharing Saturday evening edition for the foundation, and then we're sharing about the annual Childhood Cancer 5K. We do have a event up on Facebook, so you can find the event and find out what's going on. It is you just look up BLAC Foundation under events or annual Childhood Cancer 5K. It'll pop up. You'll see our logo, one of our logos. We have many logos and designs, which we are super excited about. We have about 5 new designs that came out this year, so we're especially excited about those. They're on our masks, they're on our shirts that we have had designed for our 5K, as well as they are on our, what do you call it? They're on our shirts, they're on our masks, and they're on all of our literature, like the ways that you make payments and stuff, that it'll be on everything that's at the 5K. And so had a wonderful meeting this week. We were trying to get some stuff sent out and taken care of with the park itself. So we have a lot of that stuff finalized. We still have a ways to go with these 63 days. It seems like a long time, but it's not when you're fundraising and trying to raise funds and doing things, to be prepared. We do this event every single year, and I think that we have the same challenges, so to say, each year, because it's a fundraiser event. We want to meet new people. Of course, we love for everybody who has been with us from day one. We definitely have to start shouting them out and highlighting them. But from everybody who's been to the 5K each and every year, I had to thank my team for all the great work that they do to help, because all of them have full-time jobs. And so with that, it's just a lot that goes on with them trying to play catch up or them trying to stay on top of the things that go on in our organization. So I'm definitely, we are honored and blessed to have a team like we have that can be able to pull off events. I can't wait to get back in the field to be able to just do health fairs and just go out into the community and share awareness, and not just share awareness, but find out what other people are doing in other events that people are having. Close that. And so I'm super excited about that. Let me put my glasses on because I see stuff. Y'all know I'm older now. I can't see as good as I used to without my glasses, especially on the phone. So let me see. There we go. And it's late. I've been out of town again this weekend. So got back in late, cooked, cleaned, been cleaning and doing all that stuff too, you know, outside of childhood cancer and squeaky clean cleaning service. I have to have a personal life too where I clean and cook and clean my own property. So squeaky cleaning my own property today before I left to go out of town, and then when we came back. So I cooked breakfast, we left, did some things. Well, we cleaned, cooked breakfast and all of that, and then we left, came back. I cooked dinner, then finished cleaning, and still have another load of laundry. So it's just a lot going on. Okay. Thanks, Joetta. I think we should have your email, Joetta, on file. I'm not sure if I saved it, but if it's still the same, I know I have it saved in our correspondence from the issue with the Mercedes-Benz. So if I still have it, I will email you the email that I just sent out. And if I haven't saved it, I will save it so that you will receive the emails, because that email that we just last sent out, it has all the information in it. So I'll definitely do that. I'll try to even do it tonight. Okay, so go ahead and on here on this Facebook page, it has a way that you can send me a message, and I can get that message on the phone. I can't get it on our other page, like the Be Like Williams, because it's an actual, it's like a page where we accept friends, where people with businesses can tag us. But if you send me the email here on this page in the messenger, I can get it when I get off live. And I'll send it to you tonight before I shut down, because I have a couple hours to be up. So okay, here you go. Thank you. So yeah, I'll send it to you tonight once I get off of live. As soon as I get off, I'll make sure I just forward it and send you the email that I just sent out. So thank you so much. I miss all of that. I miss doing TV. Where are you trying to go? I'm about to slap my goddaughter for she need to go to bed. Bath. And not in my bath. The first one. Goodbye. I'm on live. People are looking at me. Thank you. When you've done with what you need to do. But yeah, I miss all of that. I miss doing speaking engagements. I miss going out talking to people about childhood cancer. It's definitely not rare. It's definitely not something that people, I feel like, take serious, and not just because I'm in the field, because just period, with my background, with having nursing background, people have never really talked about it. If you work in that field and you deal with kids with cancer, then it's something that you talk about. But outside of the hospital realm, you don't talk about breast cancer, or like you talk about breast cancer or prostate cancer or kidney disease and things of that nature. You cannot say that you go to any events. We've been doing this. It's about to be our 8-year anniversary in July. That's why we host the 5K every year, because it's our annual, it's our actual anniversary, tongue twister. It's our anniversary. But then also with that, it's Caleb's birthday. So Caleb's birthday is July the 22nd. We typically have the event the third Saturday in July. So far we haven't had it on his birthday, which is a good thing. But it's on his birthday month, which is our anniversary, and that's when we have the 5K. But I miss going out doing speaking engagements. I was asked to do a speaking engagement for Career Source for the kids, because we do use their interns to volunteer to help with paperwork and emails and stuff, things of that nature. And a lot of times, even with adults, and you know how the world is today, these people or children, they want a job and a paycheck and they don't want to work. And so I had to really have a heart to heart with one of the directors and let them know that if you're telling people about our organization, you have to let them know the seriousness of this. If they are not serious about the work, then we can't use them. I don't want to go through week after week. We use one student and then that one don't work. Then we use another student and that one doesn't work. It becomes repetitious. And just like one of the students that they had, she was super amazing. She still volunteers now. She's graduated high school and she's going to college, and she works and she volunteers when she can. But it's not the and I'm honored to say that we were her very first job. And not just that, she didn't know a lot of the things that we do, and still don't know a lot of the things, but she has a willing heart and she has the spirit to learn. She's teachable. So even with any of these kids, I don't expect them to know what we're doing, even though things are not hard, but I need them to have a teachable spirit. So I miss talking on the radio show, talking about what's going on. This week, again, we're behind. I don't think we have, if we have done community calendars, it's very little. So those are things that we definitely will be getting put in motion, because June will be here in a minute. So we will be adding those things to community calendars that will allow us to, like we have done in previous years. And so I miss radio shows. I miss going to events. I miss the health and community fairs, health fairs. I miss going out, being a vendor, putting our table up. I miss every time you see us. Typically, I'm in green. Today, I have on like an olive green bottom and this shirt is our first designer bling shirt that I had made. And we typically wear this particular shirt. You can wear it any time of the year you want, but we as an organization, we typically wear this particular one in September because gold represents Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So that's why you see all the gold. And then you see our Black and green. It's Sharing Saturday. So, of course, gold is for National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. The green that we wear is for lymphoma, which is the type of cancer Caleb had, T-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma. So I absolutely miss, we haven't been out since 2019. So nothing for the whole year of 2020. We did do the 5K last year, 2020, virtually, but we didn't, it was just the family going out. So we didn't invite other people. We had a couple guys that did come and show up at the park because they wanted to actually do the park, and that turned out amazing. So they came out, they came out with us, they took some pictures, and then they went on the course themselves, and when they were done, they left. So we were thankful for that. We're just thankful, period, because when we look back from the beginnings, and I talked to the team and stuff, and I'm like, I would have never seen us this far. 8 years ago, no one could never have told us all the things that we would have been doing and the visions that we talked about unfolding. Donations coming through, not just financially. We have people that donate brand new clothes and blankets and all types of things for kids. We have an organization out in Orange City that partners with us to help us put together birthday gifts and baskets and stuff like that for the kids. It's just been an amazing blessing, an amazing ride. I always say when I do speaking engagements, from tragedy to triumph, because when you think about losing a child or having a child and then losing a child, or just, I wouldn't even want to think about it again. But the horrific part of it, that you'll never see that child again. We were riding back in town today, and I said, look, it was some people driving next to us, and they had class of 2021. And so Caleb would have been class of 2022. And so I kind of had a moment, and I was thinking, wow, like, what could we do? And then should we do something? And just all those emotions came because, like, we would have had a high school graduate, the last child in the bunch to graduate from high school. And so we don't get that opportunity next year, but I'm so super excited to see last year when they, even with not being able to graduate the regular way, those kids still pushed through it. They persevered, they graduated, and even this year, they're doing the same thing. So, it's a lot going on. Our kids are our future. A lot of killings are going on with kids, a lot of gang activity, a lot of stuff that is going on today that it just melts my heart away because I'm a mom. I've lost a child, and so for so many people, a friend of mine that I know or that our kids used to go to school together, lost her child. I want to say last week Friday, not this one that just passed, but last week Friday, and she's getting ready to go through the same process, and it's just like I didn't know what to say to her when she called me back after I just called to leave a message saying, hey, I heard what happened, and I couldn't say anything else. It was just a lot for me. And so, sharing Saturday for me is definitely about those businesses and people who bless us. I have not been able to do sharing Saturday like the businesses for the last couple of weeks, but I probably just go ahead and do it on tomorrow when I get some free time and just share businesses who have supported us, I have businesses that have been with us from day one, being a blessing, donating to us. I have people who have personal interest in our organization and have been monthly sponsors and monthly donors that reoccurring. They sponsor the event every year out of their personal accounts, and amazing just to see people come together and just show us love and support us. I mean, it's just, for me, it's just absolutely amazing. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. I will definitely share some of those businesses and organizations. We support those who support us back. About 2 weeks ago, we had to have some work done on the BLAC truck, and the truck speaks for itself, of course, because it has BLAC all over it. But the vendor that we used made a donation to the organization. We never talked about it. He never said anything to us. The owner never said anything to us. We never had any words, just besides what it was that we did, but never anything about, talking about our 5K. We never even got into dialogue about the organization itself, just that we were a nonprofit childhood cancer foundation, and that we serviced and assisted families who were battling kids with their kids were battling cancer. And they, like, the next morning after we dropped the truck off, we get an email notification, because we get email notifications on all of our anybody who donates. So if you donate right now, if I go on my email, it'll tell me that you made a donation, whichever way it is: Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, or our website, which is our number one way to donate, is through our actual website. But it tells us, and my heart just melted, because it keeps me knowing that we're on the right track. Every vision that we've had has been on purpose, and so we are just thankful. I mean, in times like these, we're thankful. We're thankful to be able to help every person, every family that has ever reached out to us and had the information and filled out our application and did what they needed to do. We were able to help them. And so we are so honored for the people who take our BGT, which is our Be Like Giving Tuesday, every Tuesday. They accept our $7 challenge, and we always say it's a minimum of $7. So those of you who do $10 a week, those of you who do more than that, those of you who do less than that, every dollar counts. And so we're so super excited. As the president, I'm super excited. I'm honored. I tell one of my good friends, who is definitely one of our amazing donors personally, I tell him, I said, you don't know how much it means to me, and I can never say thank you enough, because we met haphazardly, what some people would say, and it's not really haphazardly. We met at an event, and we met each other at a tragic event, because it was one of the kids who passed. It was his funeral service, or memorial service that we went to. And so we met then, the first time we ever saw each other. But then the second time, again, we were at a graveyard, and after that we went to dinner. And so from that, it was like curiosity kills the cat, and I posted and shared about it. And from that curiosity, we have been Like, I don't even know what. Like, I just love him to pieces. There's not nothing that he can ask of me that I wouldn't do, because he has been such an amazing blessing to us from the time that he got curious, um, looked us up, and read about who we were and what we did. And so for that, I'm always grateful, because it takes a lot, for people to support you. But when it takes nothing, when someone says, you know what, let me support them, and they don't even know us, it's just like double the, I believe it's double the bonus. And so we're always honored with that. And so I never take anything that we get or we receive for granted ever in life. Never, 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 ever. I never will, because I know that every dollar that comes in is only a blessing for the families that we serve. Prayerfully, 2020, before 2021 is over, we will be able to tap into someone who can help us start. I took some grant classes last year. I have my certification, and I have this huge book, but we want to start getting involved with someone who can help us get a grant for the organization, so our vision can continue to grow, but that we can do more things. Of course, with all the donations, if I took you into my office right now, or I just turned the camera around, I'm looking at two big crates. Let me see if I can turn it. So I'm looking at two big crates right there, and they're almost like casket size. You see how wide they are, but they're almost like casket size, and we have uh, quite a few of them. And then in my office, so they're taking up space. And so instead of trying to rent a storage, because if you know anything about me, I'm all about saving every coin we get, especially if it's going to be, especially if it's going to be an expense that we, the foundation, have to cover. It's all about saving a dollar, because every dollar we raise outside of our fees for the year, the month, or whatever for the organization, we want to put back into our family. So instead of renting a storage space, we want to build a shed, and a nice enough shed to where we can take all of the stuff that we have, even our tables and chairs, and all of our BLAC stuff that we use for events, bags and boxes. We want to be able to store those. So we're working on that plan. As of right now, we are going to bear the financial burden. We're not trying to use the funds from the organization to build that shed. We're personally going to do that out of our personal account. That'll just be another thing that we always do, from our personal funds. If there's something that we need to get for the organization and it's big, we take care of that out of our own personal funding. So that's our next goal. I'm calling next week as well to find out and talk to an expert to figure out, to let them, understand what the need is for. I don't want it to be huge, because you know how things are. You have more space, you want to just cram more stuff in it. I don't want that. But I don't want it to just fit the things we have. I do want to be able to move around in it, so that we'll have space to pick up or pick out, because all of our buckets are labeled, all of our bags are labeled, all of our boxes, everything that's in a container is labeled. So it's easy for us to get. It's just I need it out of my office. And so and we started renovating my office, and we're still looking into that. We had electricians come, because we want to get electricians to add more outlets to the office. So it's just a lot going on in the organization, but for me, I'm excited, because it challenges us to continue to do the things that we need, because that means we're growing when we're getting bigger. So the visions that we're seeing, that means we're continuing to grow, and we could not do that without all the partners we have, whether it's a business, whether it's personal, whether it's somebody who just saw the live. We get random people who just see us on live, or maybe somebody told them about us, or it's sharing Saturday. So somebody shared. I got one of my friends who lost a child. One of her friends on her page saw it. She shared it and saw it, and they made a donation to our organization. So, however the blessings come, we are definitely grateful. I know my son would be smiling down from heaven, very pleased at us, very pleased with the work that we're doing. Sometimes I get agitated because it's not as moving as I think it should. But then when I sit back and look and exhale, it's moving just how it needs to be. Because sometimes when you move a little bit too fast, you get ahead of yourself. And so I think we're right where we need to be in 2021. Moving along, meeting new people, people being a blessing to us, and all of that good stuff. So I'm super excited again about sharing Saturday. I'm thankful. If you have not joined the event on Facebook, make sure you do that. And it has the link for registration on there if you would like to attend virtually or in person. And then both ways, if you pay virtually or in person, it comes with a souvenir shirt and a bag, and it has a giveaway bag that we give away a bag every year with different stuff in it. Sometimes businesses give us cups and pens and different things, or it's flyers from organizations or businesses that have events going on. So we stuff the bag with nice little things, little trinkets and stuff. And of course, we'll have hand sanitizer stuffed in those this year. We, again, at the 5K, if you haven't heard our spills or you haven't seen our signs, we will have social distancing in order in place. We will require masks. We will have our BLAC custom masks for sale, as well as we'll have regular masks there. We will have BLAC gear for sale. We have some items in stock, and I'll have that prayerfully by the middle of June. All of that squared away in our inventory, double check to make sure what we have versus what we don't. And then we'll have some samples of some new colors of shirts like these, and then our bedazzle shirts, I should call it, that we have for men, women, and kids. So we'll have samples of all of that stuff at our annual Childhood Cancer 5K. So we just want you to continue to support us. We want you, it's Sharing Saturday, to continue to share what you know about our organization, because if it wasn't for you sharing, how are people going to be aware of who we are if you don't dare to care and share our lives or our, any of our Facebook posts and things of that nature. So make sure you take a moment, go on our website, you can make the payment on there. If you want to register, just click on the link from the email. If you didn't receive the email, we can email it directly to you. It has all the information on it, ways that you can donate, sponsor. Our sponsor form is on the website 365. So you don't have to wait till the 5K comes to sponsor our organization, but that's when we really push hard for it, because we want the event sponsored itself. We try to raise a certain amount of money for this event so that we're able to help 10 new families. So 10 newly diagnosed families. We have 3 new families that have reached out to us. Currently, one child is like 3 months old. And so we want to be able to help each and every family. So anything, being a vendor, being a participant virtually or live, sponsoring an event, whatever it is that you can do, even if you can't help financially, even if you can't participate in person or virtually, then you can share it. You're on Facebook, you're on social media. I'll share this to our Instagram, as I always do, and then as well as I will upload it on our YouTube channel, which is Black Foundation. So you never miss a live. It's always on there. I think I'm about 2 lives behind. I caught up and then I fell off. So that's where we stand right now with that. But any questions, send us a direct message. Phone call is always, always, always best. And then email is the second best if we're not available, or if I haven't forwarded the phone calls directly to my cell phone, then always just shoot us an email. And I check emails on a regular basis for the organization. That's the only email I check on a regular basis, because I have 4 other emails that I monitor. And so I hope that you have had a spectacular Sharing Saturday. I hope you've shared something on your page positive. I hope you've shared with others about organizations, or not just our organization, but other organization or businesses or things that are going on that's positive. Maybe you know some churches or something like that that are giving away food, or just anything that can help during these times with COVID, even if it's helping somebody register to get the vaccination. Whatever it is, I hope you've taken time to share that today. And if not, you still have time. It's still Sharing Saturday. So make sure that you do your part to share, share, share. And I love you guys. I thank you. I'm trying to read. Okay. Okay, okay. I'll email you, Joetta, and then we can figure out, how things can go, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. Thank you for just thank you for thinking about us. I love I love your spirit. I love you. I love the person that you have been since I met you. I think that was in 2018. I think we met. Maybe 2018, but anywho, thank you for watching. Thank you for just being a blessing, just to say that, you can help us in any kind of way. We're grateful. So have a good night, y'all. It's late. I've got to shut it down. I have another busy day tomorrow. We have some things going on tomorrow, and so I want to get ready for that. So happy Sharing Saturday. I hope you had a spectacular one again, and I will see you all on Tuesday.